And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to draw up something good here on 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
All right, man, I'm going to stop picking plays on defense.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people respond to him. He talked about seeing him at a workout, how he showed up, yelled out to the other guys. They yelled back with the same response, ran right to him, and they were ready to start the workout. He said things like that and his talent tipped the balance in his favor to go #1.
Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Yeah, I thought about it. I thought about starting Chubb. This is an addition. Yeah, so this is right now. It's an addition.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Keeps himself upright. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. The former Buckeye, Cameron Hayward. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Yeah.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
Thanks for moving.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that. But you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
On second down, Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
I do remember I switched on I formation. It should be Johnson, yeah. I switched it up on my sub package. I'm going this side.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal. They've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. In for the score. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
Well, you would think that if you threw 119 touchdown passes in your time in Oklahoma, another one might be routine, but not when it's your first one in the NFL. Welcome to the league, Baker Mayfield, and look out, NFL defenses.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away.
And my best offensive lineman. In the second.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers making their way out. It's sort of an interesting offseason for them. You at times get the sense that there's not always complete harmony, but boy, when you get everyone together and that offense is humming, there's something to watch.
They almost feel like a team that they actually use that works for them, right? Different guys want the ball, different guys want attention, and then when it's focused on them, they tend to produce. And I think on the defensive side of the ball, they got a great rookie season out of T.J. Watt at outside linebacker. But I'm hearing whispers this offseason that Bud Dupree, another outside linebacker, is due for a big season. And if so, they could be back to being known as Pittsburgh.
This should be a touchdown if he pays attention to what the hell he's doing here.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a gain of 4.
That's crazy.
And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
We saw that formation once. That's nuts.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to air one out.
Damn.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
Good job.
Antonio Brown, AB, with just one hand to complete that catch. Is there anything he can't do?
He has just continued to impress year after year, hasn't he?
He has never forgotten that he wasn't considered an elite receiver coming out of college. I think every snap he takes it upon himself to prove that he should have been.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
And that was a good run.
Yeah,
this was only one of 9 guys who over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
Well, you think 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always.
3,
that is the threshold.
Yeah,
you want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense. On
second down, Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, I mean, tackling hasn't been an issue. Or maybe just because we both don't be juking like that. I don't know. Tackling hasn't been an issue for me, at least that I saw this game.
I'm telling you, I think a lot of people were going to get fixed because we had tackling at 55 last year, so it was easy to get it.
No, I just saw the number when you posted the number on it. That is way too low.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
I know I was one of the people that complained to you told you it was too low.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And his throw here is incomplete. E.J. Gaines the one that time to knock it away.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Yeah, I wasn't going to dive out. I was going to
this
walk out.
time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right.
Oh,
my some
God.
open field here. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Scrambling not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first. Big Ben, with his size, sometimes it still surprises me when he can dance for a first.
He's the preeminent quarterback at taking contact, shedding it, and turning it into a big play. You know what they say about him? It's not the first 3 seconds of the play that you worry about with him. It's the next 3. Takes the hit, and now he creates a big one.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Going top shelf.
Give me that.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's tackled me in the end zone.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
That should be a touchback.
Yeah, that's what he's done.
I gotta get the fuck out of this end zone. If I was in, I'd just send a whole lot of blitz right now.
They begin the drive with Johnson.
Oh,
There
it's
goes
about to be a
Duke
100-yard
Johnson.
touchdown.
He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson, 97 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know
Yeah,
exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play call.
Give me the ball.
I'm not breaking out.
And again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away.
Yeah, that could have worked against that.
I would have made it look like I was blitzing.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down.
Switching and diving.
I hope they do get straight.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
That's what happened in real life.
Roethlisberger.
Just those people off. Oh, I could have a pick 6.
Out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I caught a pick 6 with Ward. I was controlling him the whole way.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Throws people off like crazy. It's funny.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Roethlisberger now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
That's a new one.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Did you know know Matt Patricia, he made Deshaun Robinson inactive.
I didn't even know your big run clogger was in the plane.
Detroit! Yeah, Deshaun Robinson. Well,
now a second down throw for Mayfield. Forced out to his left. He finds an opening past the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
And another example of why Baker Mayfield went #1 in the draft. His ability to confound defensive coordinators. They played him for the pass. They covered it well. He takes off with his legs and scrambles for a big gain.
Oh yeah, that's usually, they usually do that for punishment or trade block.
But he didn't play a lot, but he played.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
He also has the best batted ball percentage in the league. I don't know how he does it, but he bats more ball.
From the gun, Mayfield.
Oh,
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
You talking about this streak, right?
Yeah. His safety reacted to it so late. Like Josh Gordon was like 10 yards ahead of him.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
They should be going if he stays.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
Oh,
the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return.
There he goes. He's hurt.
Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. On 4th down, the Browns hand things over to the veteran Britton Colquitt to punt. Back deep, Antonio Brown. Pulled in at the 24. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
He'll be back. He has muscle cramps. He'll be fine. I'm just taking too much sacks, which I expect.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Technically, he said he knew.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Well, I have 2 more. He hasn't said I have 2 more, so I don't know about him, but I got 2 more.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Brandon, sometimes we give a lot of these running backs credit for being good receivers, and all they catch are swings and screens. Le'Veon Bell's a full member of the passing game for the Pittsburgh Steelers, whether he's split out of the backfield or not.
Well, no doubt he can catch it, coming off a career-high 85 receptions in 2017. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Told me that it was
now Roethlisberger going to hand the ball, and on this one he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Cool. If you think it's that easy,
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And it's hauled in by Rodgers for a Steeler touchdown.
Good touchdown.
Eli Rogers, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away.
I'll take my chances deep. I always stop fast.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Browns heading out on offense, Charles, and everybody knows the story. It's been 10 straight years of losing seasons, 0-16 last year. But it feels like there is some optimism. Is it warranted?
It'll be warranted if they can translate all of that optimism, the draft choices, the free agent pickups, the molding of a team into winning a game and then turning it into at least a modest winning streak. They have a great opportunity here in the opener against the Pittsburgh Steelers, their hated rival. That will make everyone feel better, not just the organization, but all the fans that surround them. Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Steve, would you
Second down, Mayfield.
Kevin White.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Well, I need a package deal. I just can't trade for one player. So I'm trying to think of. I'm trying to trade my linebackers for some picks, because I know people need linebackers.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
He's zoning. So I'm gonna make you do that. It's easier, and then you could go one-on-one.
Throwing, Mayfield. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Bell. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, Charles, Le'Veon Bell, 26 going on 27, and the shelf life for these NFL running backs seems to be getting shorter and shorter. How long can he go at this torrid pace?
Usually we say 30 is kind of the line of demarcation for a running back. But Le'Veon Bell played all 16 games in 2017. Takes great care of himself off the field. I think he's got a chance to break through that 30-year-old mark and in a big way.
He got 29 yards that time.
2, 3, 4, 5. 5 fucking tackles just by spinning. Holy shit.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A give to Bell.
Look at that. That's a touchdown. Told you.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, a 23-yard run. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again.
Yeah, I just had a tackle that I should have. I manually whipped it and ran by him. He ended up gaining like 40 yards of touchdown. I ran down with the safety and just like ran right by him. Yeah,
this offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Like the Bears.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say? Form together 2 or 3 guys. No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also, they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
I mean, I could have easily blown them out a long time ago.
Mayfield looks to throw.
Yo, I swear. He's going to have 9 sacks. He's going to have 9 sacks on him.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Yeah, but I'm also letting the computer pick the plays. I don't want you guys to look at my playbook, but I'm about to just open it up and say, so other people could be watching.
I'm the only one watching it, so then you see.
Yeah, right now. Sometimes when people watch, it doesn't say anything. When people just go, like when they unless they click on it, make it bigger, then it shows up.
Here's Mayfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. With it is Brown.
Yo, if he spins his way,
nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
And a linebacker for a pick.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Everyone thinks it's too much, but what I'm doing in the process of that is I'm gaining all this energy. All these people are hitting up. So then if I want to go back and say, okay, I'll take a second, I can take the best deal.
Mayfield now from the 50.
Oh, yeah, he
dumping it off for Johnson.
Just based on what I just did right there, I tested it out.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
No. I pinched the line and to see what he come through the edge. When I pinch the line, when people do aggressive, you pinch the line. The rush only comes from the outside, in the weak side outside, and that's exactly what it did.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen him play before.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point.
Oh, yeah, I've been playing with Drake for like 10 years. He's one of my Call of Duty guys.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead now stands at 13.
I don't need it. Some people are so manic.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away.
No, Drake never really talks. He just plays his game and then he leaves.
Here comes
like,
Ryan Switzer to
even on
return
Call
it.
of Duty, like I have to force him to turn his damn mic on, and he'll turn it off a little bit, and then he'll turn it off again.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Steps away to his left. And my goodness, another interception. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone.
Why would he throw that? You're about to see. Like, he legitimately, everybody was covered. He scrambled and tried to throw it to the running back.
Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers.
Oh, I double tap triangle
when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
So, they do that now so that animation doesn't make me go another way.
And then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
How do you shoulder tear? I'm not going to say anything. Whatever. The dude was blocking and tore his shoulder.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Switzer now to return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick six. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
You could have picked that up.
I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
I'm surprised he's not trying to run. I'm playing a lot of man. Staying with
you. The give is to Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Now the Steelers use the second of their three timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
I got tired of letting the computer pick damn defense.
And the Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
That linebacker was supposed to blitz, but I was
we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. An NFL update there in the second quarter in Baltimore. And the Bills have now opened up a 2-touchdown lead. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here.
He would complain that the computer release take long.
I wouldn't. If I was a Cowboys fan,
oh, he's killing me yards. Well, I do have. He has been throwing the picks in the short yard.
And they start the second half with Johnson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Going to have a high first. I really need Josh Gordon. I got young guys I'm trying to develop.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a handoff. Johnson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Oh, with Chubb? I totally forgot. I'm just running. I'm just running. Oh shit, my wife's calling me. Hello?
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Where the fuck is this fucker at?
They'll run it with Johnson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
No, check, Patriot!
3-19! Here's Johnson. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Yeah, they don't give me very long.
On the ground, this is Johnson. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Johnson's audition came to see if I was going to run with Johnson.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
All right, Carlos.
They'll run high. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Johnson just got hurt. I thought I freaking hit the wrong button and subbed him back in.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
I mean, it shouldn't really be that, man.
To throw, Mayfield. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Wait, Goodwin got hurt,
calls
right?
for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that one?
What does that mean? Break out the just because you're
John says done for the season.
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
I'm fractured.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
The perfect counter to that is on that C-May because he scrambles his quarterback and then throws it. So C-May is my perfect counter to that. If he
scrambles Steelers on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. Now Roethlisberger.
He had it too late.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And now running right through it. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions.
Time to put the rookie in because I'm not trying to get higher because then I got to worry about trade value.
That he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Mason Rudolph.
Was it Mason Rudolph?
Yeah. Mason.
They run it again with Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Oh, my God. Le'Veon just
a good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier.
I'm just surprised he really did not try to run the ball more.
On 2nd down, here's Rudolph. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
He put Rudolph in.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Because I'm saying certain things and he's doing it. I was like, oh, wait, I forgot he could
It's a
hear me.
7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Here's Rudolph now on 2nd down. Got him in. It's Brown. Brown with his stick skills. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
Who, Silver?
Yeah, so he told me today at like 5 o'clock, something like that, that he works all day tonight, and he could play tomorrow.
Here comes a first down throw from Rudolph. A screen to Bell. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Being chased out left. He may try and run for it. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
Yeah, no, I keep forgetting.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
I was really disappointed in Black Rain. We had no pass. They're just spanking us out there.
Yeah, you guys were getting Molly.
They'll try the air now. Here's Rudolph. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
But he didn't tee me up. Because one of the players was rebounding, and cleared the ball.
3rd and long, it's Rudolph. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Myles Garrett in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. Let's not forget, a year ago, this was a last-place team in their division in the National Football League. How quickly the fortunes can turn.
And somewhere, there's a former commissioner smiling down and looking because parity was something he was looking for in this league, and it plays itself out year after year. Last to first is not something that's uncommon in the NFL.
Yeah, season ago, they didn't have one performance like this, but they put it all together in this ballgame. They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. A give. This is Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd down, Hyde. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And an alley to run. And he's brought down. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20, and he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space. But there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. First down, a run with Hyde. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Didn't you guys say the Raiders won?
They run it again with Hyde. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try.
I didn't even know.
A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will push the lead up from 26, and it grows up to 29. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Switzer now to return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Eli Rogers that time. And it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Elsewhere, they're on to the 4th quarter at MetLife Stadium. And the Giants have taken the lead there late in that game. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Back to throw, Rudolph. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
And there's a man they call AB, always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches, holds a number 2 and number 4 spots for most receptions in a season in NFL history. And in 2015, just 7 catches shy of setting the single-season mark for most receptions, currently held by Marvin Harrison, a Hall of Famer.
He had 136 catches that year on the heels of 129 the season before. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number 1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
He's broken a few tackles.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, it's Rudolph. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
I always have that on when balls in the air, I always have it on play ball, but I usually have everything down.
I match your speed, though, when it comes to corners.
The Steelers on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Rudolph throwing again. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Carl Davis coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, I ran back to his read.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Mm-hmm.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to air one out.
You went the wrong way. You had somebody else.
And it is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts.
Yeah.
And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations,
defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Yeah, see,
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Switzer now to return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
His best right hand is gone. Cameron Hayward-Bay has a knee cartilage tear. He's going to be gone for like 8 weeks.
And now out come the Steelers. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
It really is. But I hope next year in Madden they add it where like there's just a quick option to just put like all your depth guys in like when the game's out of hand, like what they're doing in the NFL.
Rudolph throwing on 2nd down. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
Yeah,
after what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
You know, this year,
Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This is taken at about the 14.
Good hit.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right? And sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
This is a good time to play Coin Develop.
You said what?
This is a good time to play Coin.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. And they take a knee.
I'm going to get texting. I was paying attention. Well, he texted me.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Cleveland, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh, you got the companion app?
Yeah, it'd be nice if they told me what game, but they didn't tell me a game.
Baker Mayfield, 5 for 9, 2 touchdowns. I just see it go okay. I'm interested to see how long Luke was hurt for. I mean, Chubb came in for a filler and he had 108, which isn't bad. But
I also got a post that practice squad opens week 2.
Oh shit, yes. There's some people I need to take off people's teams.
And the reason why we bring it why did we do it on week 3? Because when we draft, you are just learning that player you're drafting. You know, so I'm giving you some time to get to know them. But the players that are practice squad now are actual players. So if you don't know who they are, and you don't know who you want, that's kind of a team.
He was 8 sacks. Garrett had the most tackles on my team and 2.5 sacks. Yeah, Cameron Hayward, freaking knee contrary. Let me see how long he's hurt from his team. Garrett had 2.5 sacks. Arbor had 2 sacks. Davis. He had 1. You could have caught 3 picks. You dropped them.
I went in the end zone. Definitely. Like, you can definitely tell that they dropped more stuff.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah, see, look.
That can't happen.
Remember I said he could have had 4 picks, and it shows it right here, pass deflection 3. He dropped 3.
He did already have these picks.
He dropped 3 easy picks.
How'd you get that from? They see something dead.
Nah, he was in free agency.
Was he?
Yeah.
So that's what they're representative of real life. He actually started against them.
Yeah, he started against you guys. I saw he's on the Jets in real life, but whenever either when we sing or when the Jets changed owners, they cut him. I was like, oh, he was in my practice squad. So when I saw him on my practice squad, I was like, wait a minute, who the hell is this? And I was looking him up, and I was like, he's on the Jets in real life. So I picked him off my practice squad.
Is he actually good, math-wise?
He's decent. Like he's fast as shit. His speed's like a 95 or 96, and then man's like a 70. Yeah, his man coverage is better than his zone. I think his man's like a 77, his zone like a 74. That's a good base to build off. But the only thing is, his catching is high. His catching was like a 75 or 70 something.
Yeah, they had a guy in my practice squad, Carlos. I can tell you this, probably six or seven players will be fun.
Oh, from your team?
Yeah. The only reason I don't cut it now is I don't have to.
Yeah, see, look at this jump, man. I'm gonna do it from this angle.
Definitely spin around and save that jump.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to do it from a nice angle that I like. Yeah, like right here. I like that angle, right here.
And actually, you can take that snapshot and show it to your franchise.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Like you only allowed to have 5. That's why usually I would come and watch it. Oh yeah, I'm definitely saving this one after I juice.
That's a good one.
Yeah, right here. Right, this is just right here. Save it just like this. After that juice.
That's a good save, too. Because I ran saying, she's big. What's cool is you can pull them all up, you can fly them up. So I think it shows a good recap of
This is a decent one right here.
See, if I was going to do anything like fun, they kind of like, I don't care about ready blocks.
So look at this shit. I was getting, there was so many times I got sacked back to back. Look at this, I'm throwing the ball right here. But I see the tight end breaking, so I'm throwing him, but Baker doesn't want to let go of it. I'm happy with him to fumble. And then I think this other one.
I hope one day that Matt just lets you watch every replay.
Yeah, this other one I had nobody open. My first 2 reaches gone. I was like, shit, who am I gonna throw the ball to? Then I was getting ready to launch it on the street, and I got laid out right when I was getting ready to launch it.
It takes a while to launch this year.
Yeah, it does.
People were like, oh, it takes a quarterback forever to throw. No, quarterback forever. They do that on purpose.
Yeah, he's wide open right here. Why would the guy not throwing the ball?
Think of like Stafford even catching my own people on throws. It takes you to find the deep one.
I wonder why they throwing the
Yeah,
ball.
that was one way to start getting both of them.
Yeah, I had 2 people wide open. I don't know why they throw it. This guy, he was just giving him too many picks. Let's do this in this angle.
I like some of the other angles that they were trying to catch it. I got 10.
I only got one more highlight, so that should be a good one. I think I'm gonna do the Nick Chubb touchdown.
They try to find that funny hop you did.
Oh, wait. Wait, blue.
That was sick. I'm gonna do that double tap. Do you hold triangle?
Nah, I double tapped it. What the fuck? Look at this. Everybody's invisible.
Really? My screen didn't show that.
No, you about to see it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. There's the light on. Yeah. It's not bad.
I'm gonna go to another one and then come back to that one. Nope, I can't save that one. Everybody's invisible.
The one you only said it.
Actually, I probably can't save it. It's invisible players. Yeah, I can save it. Where should I save it at, though? Should I save it on the... Look, I have... Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Where's the 11th man? He's missing. Let's try to... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, there's 6 back here. No, there's 6 here. There's 6. There's 6 people here. See, look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then back here is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
You know what the line about? The line about the like when they do
And it's crazy because Nick Chubb's is right here. Like, he is right there, but he's invisible on the play. Look. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it with us standing right here and go to touchdown. See, like this angle. So it shows my other players coming on the field. Save.
That's actually a good Snapchat, because, like, that's unique. You're not going to use that with anyone else. People will be throwing through your highlights.
I'm gonna look at it in the highlight and see what comes up at me.
I'm not gonna lie, those images are actually people. Like, some people laugh it off like it's a stupid feature. I kind of like it.
No, I kind of like it. I think it's kind of cool.
It's like, okay, yeah, is it kind of corny? Yes, but
Gary got 1 point.
it's supposed to be gimmicky and silly. And then people complain, oh, well, the background's not immersive. Like, well, highlights are immersive. Shit, you put on him.
Do I want to go run, stop, or power?
That's tricky. You can just go all out power rush. Or you can make them more balanced.
That's what I'm saying. I can make it purpose for that, which I think that's what I'm gonna do. Wash, you know what? I'm gonna go all power for now, and then come back. Make his block shot higher.
I probably do the second one just to get the block.
Yeah, his block shot's at 86. And he's gonna get double teamed a lot, so.
But you can pursue with the first one, which pursue. See how you're doing it, you know, that's how you do it.
Block shot only went up once, but his player organization went up 2. Yeah, his block shot is not the same as his power. These pursuits, 87, so my highest is all 87. Holy shit, I got mad shit. And I got pass block, okay. And I got power I got run block finesse. And his catching +4. Yeah. Yeah.
Gotta hit him on the jack when you coming back. Where's your
That's on top of though, like one time
everything is intact. Could have been the same, but still wouldn't come back. Pretty much I got a clue. Itty bitty piggyback off everything.
Yeah, that happened to me in another league. I got 3 on speed.
Like James Harden at the awards. Back to you, I'm so into you. For real, real, like I'm kin to you. If you a 10, I add 10 to you. They be mad when I 10 to you. That's
87.
Like, call me Buffy, cause that's what I slay like. These, my son, I'm like it's daylight. These,
I like it though, it's like a random.
thank you, they wanna know what it's like.
We're looking
All this
at
like now. Get kimonos and let's fly to Tokyo. Pretty, pretty, please, baby, won't you have this
because everyone was just, me included, everyone was just spamming one skill set, so like everyone would have traction. So by season 3, it just felt like everyone pretty much the same skill. We're bound to build different, you know. There's no way you can build the same. Because you're not going to get the same shit, you know?
Alright. He's tough. And you be a run stopper or a power rusher?
Yeah, like, he's basically development level good. Like, what you want.
You don't want to move him as, yeah, because he's quick development too, you know.
So when you get block shit,
It's gonna have to be power or run stopper because he has nothing for me to do with finesse. He's slow as shit and he has no acceleration.
but you might do that just to try to get the speed one, just to use, like, just to have that power visual.
Let me see. Block shot, tackle, pursue, power, player organization, now go block shot. Here's defensive tackle. Block shot, nothing good.
I like how they tell you what doing this.
Yeah, okay, let's go see what my injuries look like. 7 weeks and 5 weeks. I thought he was going to be out for 8 weeks, so I was wrong. I said 8, he's only out for 5, 7. Yep, I'm trading you, dude. When you come out. No, I'm trading his ass. This is what he was doing for me last Madden. Whenever he's in the game, he's crazy good. Yeah, whenever he's in the game, he was crazy good. Whenever he wasn't in the game, he was always injured. I was gonna trade your ass, and I can't trade you because you're hurt. I'm pretty good. He's pretty, like, his basic attributes is pretty, like, not bad. Look at it. Yeah, I have him fourth right now. I'm trying to trade Josh Gordon, so I basically move him to my third, and move Samuel second. Yeah, see, Lewis has aggressive possession, run after punch. Yeah, see, I got him. I signed him for my practice squad, Perry Nicholson. And then I signed Trevor. They had him and then Trevor Knight in my practice squad. They have both of them in my practice squad. So now I got Knight. Since I traded thing, I took Knight off my practice squad, and then I made I made Nicholson stop. Yeah, 95 speed, 74 man, 73, but look at his catching. His catching is 77. Yeah, he can't jump for shit though, but whatever. It will catch him. I have Ward as my number 2 right now. I should make, just because everybody's top wide receiver always ends up on the left side. So I have Ward on the left side playing. Yeah, I just both playing the swap. See, I want to trade him even though he's quick development, he's young. He's my best overall cover corner, 85 man, 84 zone. But I don't like a corner that can't jump, and he jumps to 79. His toughness sucks. But he's quick development and he's young and he has great coverage. So I'm trying to get a package deal with him and somebody else. And get he's like 5'10", I think. Yeah, 5'10". Oh, no, that's not good for me. You're gonna say my team's gonna be 6 foot above. Yeah, no, that's not usually like the tall corners and tall wide receivers. No except me. I think they're bad. Bass was my exception, but Bass is crazy fast. So you said the corner. So you have Slay starting. Slay starting. I'm not just like Luke start second. I ain't folding under pressure. I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to the cop and I ain't telling all my bros. Ain't no but don't push me fingers itching on that. Plotting on my color. Gotta watch the my nose. Just to hit the studio. Oh yeah, I can definitely grow. 75, 71, 71, 74. Welcome to the rodeo. Shorty want me cause it's jump to 86, yeah, I'll definitely have Agnew as my second. I mean, that follows you. There's no corner on your practice squad. There's no other corner in your practice squad. Number 22, this dude. I'm on the corner. Yeah, but I'll still start arguing over him. Agnew has a better base. Because if you look at it, he has better zone than Agnew, but Agnew has better physical attribute and better man and better catch. His catch is a 74. So this guy's 67. But this guy's a better zone corner. So if you play a lot of zone, yeah, for me, it's just look, this is what I'm telling you, like I have 3 corners that I don't need. I'm starting with this rookie. Look, I have 3 corners in the 80s that's not going to touch my field at all. Quick development, and Sticky's a normal. Yeah, see, and they're all good. But they're not going to, holy shit, I didn't know he had 97 jump. What the fuck? You might have saved your roster spot. Nah, I'll still trade your ass. Nah, I'll still trade him. So I don't need him. Like I'm trying to develop this. I'm trying to develop this rookie, and I might stop this rookie. This other rookie, because he's not bad. Oh my, nope, never mind. He can't jump. Nope, you're out of the equation. 79 jump. Never mind. I take that back. I didn't know you couldn't jump. I took him off my practice squad too. Huh?
He plays for Western.
I took him off my practice. Yeah, I took him off my practice squad. Once I saw it just said Michigan, I didn't even care if it was West Michigan, North Michigan, as long as it wasn't the Spartans.
There's been a lot of NFL players who don't
Stand and look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Don't even know what place that.
And then look at all these goddamn safeties, like they're all quick development and they're all young, 25, 26, and 24. They're all
It's a never ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? In reply, how you put up with this song and dance, all this buffoonery.
yeah, he played at Central.
What it do to me? Lamborghini dream was
He fell all the way to the third round of the draft too.
life, yeah. We all on the dance
Oh,
floor.
look what I'm gonna. I want to ask your opinion. I was thinking about this guy right here. Once I could get another decent offensive line, I want to move him to center. Look at his strength. 94 is 94 strength, and I mean everything else is basic. But
What's his awareness though? Because awareness really matters.
it's only a 56, but still, like I could develop. Well, I can't develop awareness, but oh, I didn't know that. But I was just looking at his strength. I was like, holy shit, 94 strength. I could put him in his. That's a little, I didn't know that.
That's why you're saying
Well, I want to trade his ass because he's quick development as well. He's young. And I was thinking about if I trade him, I can move him. So, yeah, JC. This guy, the Browns, freaking overpaid for this backup from the freaking Steelers. I'm still mad that we paid him all that money. Like, he sucks. Jesus. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this trash that they paid all that money for.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I have guys in my practice squad better than this. Like 77 strength, really, guy? The only thing he has is 82 impact block, that's it. So, I got this guy. Is Steve still there? This guy I picked up from Talib, he's starting already. Yeah, he's a rookie, and I like the fact that he's better than this bum ahead of him. Yeah, and 83 and 82 impact. Offensive line, yeah, it's gonna be real difficult. I mean, yeah, his overall is low, but I'll deal with him 69 overall. Still start him over this bum over here. Like, this guy's making $32 million. Like, I'm pissed off that they really paid him this much money and he sucks. Yeah, he sucks. Eventually, I'm gonna. This is the project that I've picked him up in every league I'm in. This dude is a beast when developed right. I have him at 75 in one league right now. But look at this. He's 6'3" with 93 speed and 90 jump. And he has to run after the catch and all that, but he dropped some key passes though. I lost the playoff match because he dropped 2 key passes. Yeah, he's just tall. He's not really small. He's 200 pounds. He's 200 pounds, but I can't use him now because I'm going to be using Galloway in the slot. Because in the other league, I have him as my second. I have him on Packers. I have him as my second receiver to Devontae Adams, who's playing first. But now I have this guy who I'm going to be using the slot, and he's my number one. He's one of the two. If somebody needs him, but he's not kicking to right now. Well, now I need to pick up another running back. I'm only going to have two in case one of them gets hurt. I'm not trying to be like last time when I had 3 running backs hurt and I had to use my fullback. Trying to get rid of you trying to get rid of Lane? Yeah, Crosby's not bad.
No, dude, that's all
Move him to right guard. I mean, Lane is good though. Lane just needs some lead block. His lead block is weak. And lead blocks important when you're doing pulls. When you're doing like the outside zone runs or outside toss. Yeah, I think it was like an 80 something. Or 79, I can't remember. Yeah, 80 or 80. That was another reason why I gave to Lee. But you know, even though he was my best offensive line, like his lead block was like a 58. You know, 59. Yeah, but still, like everything else is in the 90s and 80s, but still, like, I was like, yeah, I run inside. I run a lot of inside. I don't really run to the outside anyway, so I don't need them to have good lead block. What's that? Like Zephyr has like good lead block and good pass block. Had 2 big power ends.
I think lead block. I think it's a good key.
Yes, no.
Did you see the injury on LeGarrette Blount?
Yeah. I mean, so how long is he here for?
I haven't heard of it, man. It looked bad.
It looked bad when I was watching the game. Oh, let me go check his injuries. I forgot his guys got injured too.
And he was already in the doghouse on his first run. He didn't run up the middle. He ran up the middle and was blocked, so he tried to run off the outside. He tried to spin.
No, he's only up
And they
for
threw him
5
out.
weeks.
Patricia's raised up.
Oh wow, he lost Jordan Howard already for 6 weeks. So I'm not the only one. He's up for 7. It's all good. He's up for 6. He's up for 5. I'm going through injuries now, so you probably see David Johnson 7 and 5.
5 weeks.
Beasley's up for 3. What the hell? The Cowboys has a kicker that's not hurt, so it's 0 length. But yeah, he's on injury. Injury report. Injury none. That is beyond odd. You're gonna see it.
What do you think of
DJ Hayden, 5 weeks. That's probably what he did. Probably throw him on IR. You can't take them off until I think it was like the midweek or something like that, mid-season. Cameron Short, 8 weeks, broke with collarbone. Jason McCourty, 3 weeks, broken ribs. JJ Nelson, shoulder tear, 5 weeks. Easily 3 weeks. John Brown. Oh shit, Lamar Jackson, broken collarbone, 8 weeks.
See, it's something, it's at 20 now. Would you do that?
Yeah.
You leave it like that?
Yeah, I mean it's It's injuries happen. Like so, we just saw the first week of NFL, but probably 15. I don't know, probably 15. I'll wait until more games are played and get more feedbacks. But I'll probably say 15.
I'm thinking 15, but I can't lower it anymore.
Nah, I want to lower it past 15. I mean, last year people had it around 10, but I'll leave it at 15. Okay, that's it. That's
but like, we wanted to be more realistic.
Mm-hmm.